Welcome back to LQ Gaming. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I hope your day continues to be wonderful. Now, this is a voiceover because I decided to forget to record my mic. So I talked the whole time, not realizing the mic was never on. Note, I should probably not do that next time, right guys? I probably cut the, no, I definitely cut the footage of what I'm doing while doing this because I can't record my mic without recording a video too, sadly. So I'm just going to be reacting to my, reacting. I'm going to be playing my vid and I'm going to do what I think I was saying, or say what I think I was doing. So I was saying welcome back, and I said I was sorry for not being able to save Dinah and Caitlin. And that I'm going to leave, and that the video is so much longer than the other video, so that I can make a montage of Caitlin, like a death montage for a short, and see if I could do one of Dinah too. I would also like to mention that video should be is probably much grainier and laggy because, well, I was running out of storage on the Mac, so we had to upload it to a different source, an external hard drive, causing more lag. I was saying that the Frenchies are not actually dead, and then I was noticing that there's a Wolverine pack too here, but I was saying that the Frenchies are not actually dead at some point in the video, basically saying, yeah, there's this little, no, I guess I didn't say that yet, you'll see it in a bit. I was probably also crediting Milowski for getting me into WolfQuest, but I actually just checked it, and I found out that it's not actually her that got me into WolfQuest. Either way, she's still a great YouTuber, and I do think I actually watched a few of her videos. But I actually watched Sunrise Stars video of it, because that's the only one I knew at the time. And I found Milowski, and I was like, huh, her recording style is also like what I remember getting me into WolfQuest. So, you know, I do think she did help me get into WolfQuest. I do think I watched a few of her videos, but Sunrise Star is the one who actually helped me find WolfQuest initially. I don't know how that got in my algorithm, but that's what I found. So I don't know what I was doing. My memory sucks. I literally just finished recording. Oh, I was saying that they're cute and that they're playing with each other. That's right. I was just watching all my pups because I don't want to lose another. Okay. I was also spending time with Sherry so that she didn't die because she got sick in last episode. Gotta see. I wonder if YouTube will make this HD just when I upload it. Because, you know, with YouTube, if you're a creator, when you upload, I think it said it has an HD feature, so that might happen here. Oh, I just went to full screen. I was saying that there's this little recording icon on the bottom of your screen, and that's how you know, like, when you're recording or not. But when you go full screen, that disappears. So I was saying that I was doing that so that I could take screenshots of my videos. So just watching him eat, making sure Sherry gets enough food, and then I was like, oh no, I'm out of food. So I was like, oh, I gotta go hunting again soon, because I can't actually feed him anymore. So also checking my latest kill. Didn't realize Max was leaving at the time, so I had to send him back into the grass. So, send him into the grass. Doing my wolf thing. Sending him into the grass. Come on, get in the grass. Okay, Sherry. So Sherry's moving slower because she's sick. Oh, I think I was saying that the Dinah was sitting, like, really far away, and the wolf was much closer, and I couldn't save her at the time. I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's what I'm saying to a T. I hate that I don't actually have a save file for when this video started, otherwise I would redo it. But I don't have a save file. So I have to voice over this. Otherwise, I would just be re-recording. So I'm looking around for my kill and looking for its purple body, which is why I'm doing this in. Yeah, you can see it right here. You can see that its body is purple, and so it's easier for me to find. I'm also seeing that these guys are being aggressive, and I just wanted to play with them. Yeah, I was just having fun with them. I was just eating what I could, and then they got annoying. But I do remember I started growling at them to see what that did, and it didn't. It actually did work. It did work, and that's not something that I generally do. So yeah, see, you can see I'm doing it right now. I was just checking which button it was, so I could just press it. You can see they're much more scared of me. I'm much more intimidating. Yeah, that's after I use the growl. Their fear bars start going up. So I start pressing that often enough, while also keeping my eyes on them so they don't bite me. Which I failed sometimes, but I did for the most part succeed. So I have 30 minutes of recording to voice over. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sitting here talking into a mic for 30 minutes. This is why I should make my recordings shorter, but I don't. Anyway, I scared the coyotes away after a little while, and succeeded in that, which was great. You know, it was great. I'm just voicing out my thoughts here because I have nothing to say specifically. You know, I don't actually remember exactly what I was doing an hour ago. Oh, I'm looking for the elk herd. Okay. So I'm looking for an elk herd so that I can go ahead and kill one of it because I just finished and ate all the rest of the body. And I need a new body to get from. So I start chasing these pronghorn, I do believe. Yeah, pronghorn. So I start chasing the pronghorn and like try to eat it, but they're much faster than me. So I don't actually end up eating it. That and I get distracted. You know, I'm looking for the elk herd, not for the pronghorn. Probably could have caught it, but I decided to not to do that. On the bright side, I do end up, you can see it in a sec. Where is it? It's here. Oh, here it is. On the bright side, I do end up finding a skull, or the bones. Am I howling? I don't think I'm howling. Oh, I was howling. Why was... Oh! I'm in the enemy territory. That's why I'm howling. I was saying that every time you howl, it goes down by 10%. Oh, here's where I say it. This is where I said it. So, you can only... I didn't eliminate the Frenchies because they still have that little black dot circle in the center of that territory, which means that their den is still active, which means that they still have members. So I didn't actually eliminate the Frenchies. On the bright side, I did weaken them by 4 members, which you should see soon enough. Yeah, here it is. You can see that I eliminated a 5-year-old though, which means that I probably eliminated one of the pack leaders. 1, not 2, but 1 is enough, I guess. You know. Anyway, I finally noticed the bone scent. After I howl enough and mark the territory, and all that. And I go for the bone scent. You know, I just look around for the bones, and I'm very funny because I was like, bone, and I'm just like chanting bone this entire time. Here's a little recreation for that. Bone, must find the bone, skull. I was hilarious, and I finally like, oh, there's that. I'm gonna go for the bone. And I realized it's a grizzly bear skull. But I also mentioned that because I didn't get an achievement, that means that I also failed to bring it back. And I'm guessing this is when I found the toy. No. I found 2 skulls at the same time at one point in my past videos. Or 2 items. And I said that because I found 2, I had to leave 1 behind. And I never actually got it again. So I'm guessing that's the same skull. yeah, again, I'm very sorry if the footage is grainy. I'm trying to fix that. I'll see how the YouTube video turns out, and we'll do that. But on my end, it's quite grainy. I don't know how to fix it. If you have any ideas, tell me in the comments, but I have to use some kind of external drive, and this is the best one. So, if you have any ways around the lag while still using the external drive, let me know. That'd be great. So I start playing with them to get their affinity up, because Max is still gone. You should see me check my map in a little bit to see where she is. Sorry, I'm like, my head hurts, so I'm just doing this. Anyway, is this where I tell you about the recording thing in the bottom? Or is that where I check the time I've been recording? I don't know. It's one of the two. Anyway, I spent time with Sherry, just making sure she's okay, you know, just as a good parent should. Make sure she gets better soon enough, and I check where my mate is. You can see in the left-hand side and below Slough Creek, you can see my name and an arrow, and you can see below that it says Pack Mates. Yeah, Pack Mates. And you can see a heart that says Max to the right of my name. That name to the right, that is basically tells you where my mate is. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm dealing with something. Anyway, I basically look around, make sure she's okay, and I just spend time with her. A lot more now too, because I don't know, silence and recording wouldn't be silence in a I'm sorry guys, I don't, my brain hurts right now. I was energetic during the process, and now I'm not, because I'm sad that I didn't do this, and I have to basically record a separate video, and I could be recording a separate video, but now I'm recording a separate video for the same video. So yay! That's what I decided to do with my time. Great. I'm gonna just take this out of the area, you know. Oh, I brought her back because she was wandering too far and I didn't want her to end up like her sister. And then I noticed Gary's a bit far, so I pull him in too. You know, like I should. And then Mary's far again, so I go back and get her. And I was basically telling her, I don't want you to die. So I put her back, or I call her back. I think you can see Gary just killed something by the way he's shaking his head. I was telling them both to come there because they seem to like wandering. You can see Jerry just decided to stay for some unknown reason. Although I probably said hide instead of come here by accident. So Jerry just stayed hidden, and I stayed with Sherry. You know, trying to. I think I was saying that it's a very good spot for them to hide because I can hardly see them. So yeah, that's what I did. My recording was 40 minutes. Yikes. Well. Oh, here it is. This is what I was waiting for. I decided to sleep now. But then I sleep and I wake up immediately, so I'm very alert, thinking that an enemy is around, because that doesn't generally happen to me. Also, sometime in the recording, I said that that Max was finally. No, I said Max was going out and remarking territory and strengthening the territory. You can see in past videos, or in the beginning of the game, that my territory hexes where she was much weaker, and then she went there and they got much stronger. On top of that, she's feeding her pups. Yeah, this is me looking around. On top of that, she's feeding her pups, among other things. So she got food. But I'm just looking around right now, like making sure we're all safe, because I'm very paranoid at the moment. I even mentioned that. I was saying I'm very paranoid right now. But you know, I'm just having fun. These are basically just filler words at this point, because I don't know what I'm going to talk about for the next 30 minutes or something. I'm saying this on purpose at this point. Like, I have nothing else to say, you know? Just waiting for them to go to sleep, waiting for them to sleep. Yes, that's right, I'm a great vocalist. I know. Give me a round of applause. Yeah, thank you. I do like singing, I just don't want to get copyrighted, so unless I think of my own tune and stuff, I'm not gonna be singing. You know, I just don't want to get copyrighted. I would rather stay monetized. Anyway, I'm just staying with Sherry, making sure she's okay. Just trying to see what she's doing. And I decided to feed her, but it turns out she's heading towards the rest of her packmate's food. So I just eat the food back up. Bada boom boom boom, bada bada boom. Congrats guys, I'm getting copyrighted. yeah, you can see it. You could see it, I should say. Whenever it opens the map again, you know, I can show you. But yeah, this is what I'm doing, and I was. Oh, this is where I start saying their personalities. But Sherry, I was basically saying Sherry is probably gonna live because she's got the health buff on top of her being the healthiest and the most. She's the heaviest, which means the most developed. And I said Caitlyn also had the same health buff, but got killed. And I also said that Caitlyn died from sickness and Dinah got killed. But I was also checking their personalities, saying that Dinah was playful, Caitlyn was adventurous, but also cautious. Jerry is also cautious, but he likes listening to things more than he likes doing actual stuff. Same with Sherry. I said Sherry and Jerry have similar personalities. Mary, I don't know what I said about Mary, honestly. I said Gary liked playing too. He's also adventurous based on what I said. I think I said Mary is also adventurous based on what she does in the game. Anyway. But I'm just watching them. Here's where I note that Max got food because I didn't. Just waiting for them to eat. I'm very tired, you know. Just sleepy all the time. I think that's just a thing because I'm just getting older. That and I'm just always tired. I don't know. I think I got chronic fatigue. Watching Max. I think that's what I'm doing. Or I'm checking out the skull. Probably checking out the skull. Yep, I'm checking out the skull. Yep, I'm checking out the skull because that's what that's what matters. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what matters. The skull is what matters. Anyway, I'm out of food, so I decided to go hunting. And then I realized there's a attack going on. So I tell him to be safe, and I wolf. And they get the thing. Then Sherry is super slow, so I can't really do anything. Then I realized it's just coyotes. I don't really have to worry about it. it's just 2 coyotes. And while yes, they could theoretically kill something, they probably wouldn't succeed. Because there's 2 of them and there's 2 of us, and we're much stronger than coyotes. So I basically say, Max has got one of them, and I make sure Sherry stays safe from this attack, and I start just whooping them. Just putting them to school. And just getting them enough. Now finally I chase them away, but I decide not to let them go without a subtle warning. Yes, very subtle, just eliminating one of the 2. You know, that's a very, very subtle way to say, don't come back ever again or you will die. What do you mean it's not subtle? It's very subtle. Now I credit Melowski a lot through this video. Sadly, I can't exactly remember what I credited her for. I don't remember the exact words I said because I talked too much. So, thank you, Melowski, for saying you want to collab with me, too. Thank you for agreeing to collab with me one day. Sadly, I don't know how the multiplayer feature works. I do believe I said that in the video, or I would have said it. But I don't know how multiplayer works. So maybe when I can figure out multiplayer and I get a little bit bigger so that I can be not just leeching off you, because I don't want to just be a leech off you, Melowski. I want to, like, be worth it, you know? I don't know. I feel like I should be bringing something to the table if I'm gonna collab with you. All I really bring to the table is a player. That's about it. Anyway, I realized I'm mentioning the territory, but I also decided to ignore that and go for the pronghorn, because pronghorns are much better. Now you're gonna see me do something very stupid in like 5 minutes, because I don't know, I do some stupid stuff sometimes, and in a bit I can tell you more about that. But for now, I'm just hunting this pronghorn and just seeing whether I can kill it or not. I don't actually know what the hex's strength was before that, but I just didn't care about it at the point. I don't know for sure. I was just trying to hunt. That's about it. So I was avoiding all its attacks and eating, well, just biting into it, making sure that it couldn't escape so that I could feast and then feed my pups. And I just make sure that I generally get full. Now here's where I have to, like, let my stamina recover a little bit. No, maybe that's the next kill I get. Anyway, I check how far I am, and I also check the territory hex's strength, noting that I have to, well, no, I didn't mark. Oh, I noted that both the Frenchies and Wolverine Creek are getting stronger in their hex territory, which was worrying me at the time. I also decide to howl to mark this territory, and then I realize, wait, if I howl 3 more times, I can basically have the hex. Basically. However, I also fail to realize I need to howl 4 times, because that's much easier. Or do I howl 3 times and just decide to tinkle the rest of the way? I think I howl 4 times. Sounds like more something I would do. Anyway, I'm watching the hex's territory strength, and just waiting for me to, like, get the hex. I don't know how else to say that. Oh, yeah, here it is. I just howl the whole time. Anyway, I mark the territory, take a bite of the meat, and start dragging what I could this way. So I head over this way, and I just, like, walk the rest of the way to get home. That's about it. I just walk home. I don't really do anything during this time of me just walking. Oh, except for like mark the territory all the way to get to this certain next important part where I was idiotic. This is where this like, in a minute you're gonna see me do the dumbest thing ever. Oh, here's where I'm ecstatic because Sherry is healthy again. Yes, I don't have to lose another pup. I was saying, yes, youthful prowess worked out this time. I knew it was worth it. I knew it was worth it. Which, by the way, youthful prowess means you always have a litter of 6 pups. Fun fact. Or maybe 5 pups, but I know I've only ever gotten 6 pups through like 7 litters. So I was basically saying, Malowski, do you have any ideas on what my next stat pickup should be? Because I got strength, health, speed, stamina, youthful prowess, and territorial might. And I was saying, thank you for commenting on my videos and subscribing because I really do enjoy WolfQuest. And I know I've watched your content before. And I did enjoy it. And then I just go for a period of silence because I was thinking. Yeah, it's like right after this. This is where I list off all the things that I would like you to choose from because I don't know, I'm slow. To be fair, I'm just recapping what I said, so it should technically be not as long, but the recording goes for another 12 minutes, so I have another 12 minutes of talking for you to listen to. If you like my voice, thank you. But I really have nothing to say. Anyway, I finally closed the menu, and I continue marking the territory so that I could just get the hexes. I see it's at 16%. I continue marking every few seconds, and I don't howl because I have a piece of meat in my mouth, and I just generally don't feel like dropping it. Besides, I'm walking home. I decided, I was like, oh, I can just go the whole way doing this, you know, it's much easier than just dropping it, howling, picking it up again, which is absolutely false. And then I'm like, ooh, there's some bull elks. Those look interesting. And so I decided to mark the territory again. And I finally get the hex. From here, you see me do the most stupid thing, anything I could have done, which is go hunt the elk. Yes, that's right, I decided to hunt the elk. Yes, I know, I'm the stupidest guy ever. You're seeing me do well right here, right? No, it gets much... apparently I have a skill issue all of a sudden, because you're watching me get nervous as my health drops. I can see it, the bull elk drop, and I can tell that I'm out damaging it just by barely sometimes. Right here is out damaging me, but most of the time I would be out damaging it, and I could tell that I would win. But it got a little too close for comfort. You'll be able to see that in a minute because as you can see, it's at half health, and I'm above half health. You know, I'm doing good. I don't think I'd have to worry about dying, right? You would be very, very wrong in that assumption, because as you can see, its health is dropping quite rapidly. And then you can see my health dropping rapidly. Me and the bull elk now have virtually the same health. But I'm like, I can take it down. I do believe I can take it down, right? That shouldn't be an issue. And now I'm like, maybe I can take it down. No, surely I can take it down. I should be able to. And then I get hit with 3 critical blows. I didn't even know I got hit by that. What? Was my brain lagging? What was I thinking at the time? Oh, and I'm out of sleep too. Yep, that's what happened to me. I'm currently regaining stamina, trying to dodge all these bull elk's hits because I don't want to die. And I'm killing it, right? It's gonna die. It's lower. It's about as low as I am, if not just barely higher. But then you can see my health is at virtually nothing, right? And I get hit with a critical blow. Look, I can't even see any red pixels. I'll be honest here, this was a gamble. A gamble with my life. If it had hit me back one more time, I would be dead right now. That would have been the end of the Growler pack, and I would have said, GG's, I'm sorry. And I was pretty bold at the time, but then I realized soon after, wait, it doesn't automatically reload, and since I'm not save scumming, this would be the end of that series. I didn't think about that at the time. And then I noticed a cougar comes, and I was just like, let me finish my kill, and then I'll leave. You know, don't worry about me. This dude gets in 2 critical hits. 2. Before I can finally attack back. Like, what was I doing at the time? Was I just being a robot? Just not thinking? And I was like, you know, maybe I can get a critical hit. Nope, only 18 damage. While this dude got 150 damage in like 1 hit, and then another 140 in another hit. Like, what was I doing? Am I just like a bot? Like, I'm not. I thought I was good, and then I just got hit by this twice. Honestly, I don't know what I was doing. I would like to apologize to the Wolf Quest community for being this stupid and getting hit with by that so many times. Anyway, I just leave the cougar alone because it seems to just want to stay away. And yep, I check it and it's hiding in the grass. But because its aggro bar got filled up, I kind of just watch it hiding in the grass, and I just finish what I can. I then grab another chunk of meat, and I'm happy with that. You know, I'm very happy with what I got. I howl at the kill to see if I will ever come back. And I walk away. Simple as that. But, you know, I'm fairly close to base, right? But you can see my hunter spirit come along when I see 2 baby deer and 2 parent deers. I drop what I have and decide to kill Bambi's sibling. Yes, I decided to be a monster and test a theory on whether I could carry this baby pronghorn back to... Oh, no, it's not a pronghorn. Just looking at that, by the way, who's running. To see if I could carry this baby dog. Turns out I can't speak, guys. I'm sorry. To see if I could carry this baby fawn, mule deer fawn, back to our base. So I just tank the damage because I know I'm gonna kill it. You see, I got it. You know. So I just carry it back to base. Now I should have gone for the second fawn, but I was not in the mood for death. So, and I figured I had already hunted too much. So I just went back and didn't hunt more. You know, like I should have. And so finally, I'm done hunting. You know, I don't have to worry about hunts anymore because I'm not having to worry about that. I'm telling you that I have to get them to 25 pounds and they're 1.1 pound away. So which is good, you know, very good. So I just sleep so that I can complete the quest. Then I say, success! You've kept your pups alive and growing at the rendezvous site. You've now completed this quest. Congratulations. Do you want to spend more time loafing out at the rendezvous site or continue on to the next quest? When you're ready to continue on, click the button in the quest panel, J. I hit continue. No, I cut the recording. I continue and I cut the recording in a second. Yep, you can see it here. So I just look around again. I'm getting ready for the outro, and then it says, your pups are growing rapidly. Their weight will increase more than 50% over the next 2 months, so they need all the food that you can provide. Unfortunately, elk and other prey are now at peak vitality after grazing on nutritious grasses all summer. That means you have a tough break ahead of you. Try to keep your pups from starving or succumbing to sickness when weak from hunger, but don't expect them to keep them all alive. This is the most deadly season for pups. I don't know if you can tell, but I cut the recording here because I don't You probably can't tell. The only way you could tell is if you were looking at my mouse. Alan Becker, though, you're in the giant world of Alan Becker, you're looking at his mouse. Yep, that's right. It's one of the main characters. Goated series. Anyway, I'm just watching everything and having fun, counting all my pups. How to play. Your growing pups will be hungry almost all the time. Keep the food coming. But despite your best efforts, some are likely to starve or fall sick and die. Your pups are gaining independence and may wander farther at times. Nevertheless, be sure to give your pups plenty of freedom so they can improve their hunting skills and gain XP. Soon they'll graduate from toads and voles to Uinta ground squirrels, which offer twice as much food. And they'll need those skills soon enough for the next quest. Sorry guys, I can't speak. I'm recording this in the daytime and I'm still exhausted. Yeah. Looking around, getting ready for, the outro, just making sure they're eating, mentioning how they're getting full. And watching Gary get full, looking away for half a second, and then Gary wanders away. I'm like, he went over this way. And I see that there was a vole or a Uinta ground squirrel that covered his paw prints. So I follow the paw prints somewhat terribly. Like I followed them. Anyway, you can't pick up your pups anymore because they're bigger. So you have to woof and woof, bark, come here. Basically, you gotta say come here, and they'll follow you back, like they should. So I just want to make him walk back. You can see Gary is very, he wanders away quite often. So if any pups are going to wander away during the night, it's going to be Gary. He's going to be like the only pup to wander away, is what I would say. But Mary also seems like to wander. Anyway, I'm trying to get a good screenshot, and I realize that I haven't actually closed out the full screen yet. Which means that I didn't actually hide the recording button, so I have to unhit that, and I get ready to hit a screenshot, and I don't want Mary lost pup sign to be hidden, or I want it to be hidden. I don't want it to see that in my screenshot. So, but then as soon as I finish, Gary looks away from me, so I try to get another screenshot, and then I was gonna go find Mary, but then Gary just does a 360. Goodbye. He catches an animal, which I don't actually think I noticed at the time. Anyway, I saw where Mary was, so I start finding her, good parents should find their lost children. Because, yes, I'm totally a good parent. I totally didn't let two of them die. I didn't let them die, but it happened, and I couldn't help anything at that time. Anyway, I'm just looking around. No, and then I finally see it. They will go away. Cool. I tell them to come to me. And it says, "You found your lost pup. Now bark to bring him to the rendezvous site." Bring him back. I guess there's another two left in the recording. And here's where I take my screenshot. Finally, I got my video. Just in time too, because they both do something weird right as that happens. Anyway, I just basically say my outro saying thank you for watching. And my next here's where I say keep my pups alive through September, which is very difficult to do. So I have to keep them alive. And I said I'd be sleeping through most of the time because that's how you pass time faster. On top of that, though, I will be hunting a lot more, which means I will be in a lot more danger. And I'm nervous. So I just basically say hi to Sherry. I don't think I said hi to Sherry, but I think I said she's very cute. And I say hi to all my pups. She is very cute. They are very cute. I don't even know if I said hi to them, but it's been a little while. Anyway, I hope your day has been wonderful, and I hope it continues to be wonderful. God bless you. Peace.